putting on this. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hello. Just 1 second. I have to go back behind the banner because I totally forgot about the freaking... Hold on, y'all. Let's put on a little bit of color and let's get into this reaction. So today we are going to be reacting to 2002's The Transporter. Why? Because after a long thought, brief chit chat amongst others, The Transporter was pretty hot before John Wick. Okay, closest thing to the whole mysterious black suit, tie wearing, goes by a set of rules type of guy. So yeah, before John Wick there was Frank Martin. It really was. This movie actually spawned off 3 sequels, one coming a year after the first John Wick premiered in 2014, and I believe that's probably just, it took advantage and seized the opportunity of the hype behind John Wick to decide to do one more in 2015. This one is the original, Jason Statham. I believe he only played this character twice. Let me go and make sure because I want to be for certain. Oh, yes. Oh, played it 3 times. Excuse me. And then the very last one was somebody different, which it tanked and it was horrible. But we're not going to get into The Transporter, all 3 of them. We're just going to look at the first one because this is an actual part of the theme of John Wick for monthly movie tribute here on the channel. So let's get into the reaction. It is actually brought to you through Paramount. If you have a subscription, you can also get through Amazon Prime if you have that. This movie is actually, we are at, if you would like to watch along, at the 1 hour and 11 minute mark. We're just going to do the last few minutes of this movie. This movie is action packed. If you watched it, it is very good. It's based on a guy who has an ex-armed forces background who decides to be a transporter for packages. Basically Uber before Uber, but only delivering whatever it is, people, packages, bombs, it doesn't matter. He's delivering it. And he gets involved because he broke his last rule, which is never look in the package. And when he looked in the package, he discovered this young lady. In the midst of that, he finds out that her father is helping smuggle in illegal immigrants against their will, I assume. So to come and I guess work for his company, like slave out for his company. And so he's trying to stop that. He's doing a pretty good job. He's on an empty bus train. Empty. This is probably also when we fell in love with Jason as an audience. Even though he was around before this, you know, I believe this is the movie that just like took him off. For me, I'm not gonna lie, this was the first time I saw him was in this movie, and from then on I just followed along. So yeah, when was the first time you saw down. Was it in the transporter? I want to hear from you guys now. That oil looks. Oh, why would he pour it on himself? I mean, he could have just rubbed around it on the floor. He didn't have to be sleeping it on himself. And the sound effect is bananas. But this is nice. A nice fight scene. Oh. I mean, don't they all see he's got the upper hand? These bicycle brakes on his feet. He just ran everybody. And not one bullet hit him out of all that. But they hit him. And they go flying out the window into the water. Just so happens to wash off that oil, huh? And he's gonna catch up with these. He's gonna catch up with this truck and this little bitty car that just so happens to have a full tank of gas in it. Yeah, I thought that engine would put out. Dude, you pushed it to the max. Are you kidding me? He gonna steal the plane? He can run long distance too. No water. And keep up with the plane. Breathe in, set aside. And he just so happens to have a gun. movie. So speaking of this movie, once you calculate everything like I just did, it mixed reviews, you know, all action, no plot. Even though the plot is a serious tone, human trafficking, it just still doesn't impact it because it's overshadowed by all of these stunts and fight scenes and explosions going off and car chases all throughout France. It's just bananas. It's just back to back to back to back to back, and it doesn't lay off because it's almost like Mission Impossible video game. At some point, you feel like that's what you up to. You got a red daughter, and you got to rescue the people, and you got to get down the bad guy. But through all of that, it still doesn't take away from that it being entertaining. So that's a plus. You still want to watch it. You know? You see how much money this movie made. It doubled in profit. $20 million on the budget, $43 million at the box office. I don't know how much it made worldwide so far, but I'm pretty sure it went up. It had a television series. Well, that didn't make it over here, I don't believe, because I don't remember hearing about that. That poor driver. Oh. Well, I can't say a poor driver because well, are they aware of what's in the truck? I don't know. I don't want to feel bad about him. He's a bad guy. We're going to stick to that. You know, he should have found a better way than putting his daughter in a sack, a potato sack, to get rid of her, and all of this could have been avoided. That's what it boils down to. The daddy was trying to get rid of the daughter because she was going to snitch him out, so he decided to throw her in a sack in the back of a trunk and deliver her to the freaking supposed to be crazy man. He could, like, come on. I think that could have been executed a lot better. How in the world are you supposed to believe that this truck maintain? What kind of windshield does that truck have? Just shattered into pieces like that. What? Only in the movies. Get popcorn and butter, folks. He's definitely going Hollywood. He's still getting on about the truck. Oh. He gonna perfectly hit him. Oh, he perfectly hits the driver. Perfect aiming. With the girl you're supposed to be saved the back. Wow. What? What kind of Jet Li move was that, bro? Oh, he should be dead. Okay, so he took control of the truck. What about the second truck? They just witnessed all of that and just say, "I'm gonna just follow this truck. I'm not gonna try to get away." What? Oh, and they caught up with him that fast to sneak up on him. Like, where did Pops come from? Was he just strolling down the beach and just like, yeah, that's my truck right there. Yeah, he gonna get off at that exit right there. And what? This movie has some.
Really not in the mood for a swim.
I think you have a choice, even though they're going through the woods, which makes for him to be able to get away because he's a freaking Marvel character at this point. Hanging off the cliff.
The delivery will be made. My daughter will get over it. If I'm lucky, maybe she'll see the light.
Dude, what? You just tried to kill her. Now you're gonna try to keep her alive and she'll see the light?
What do you know?
Huh?
Next up in she is.
The early 2000s.
But you won't be here to see it. Guess she won't be coming around after all. Turn around and run. Makes no difference to me.
What? Oh, who shot him? Oh, chill. He did come around day. Out of here. Deuces. See you on the other side. At the crossroads. Just saying. So daughter and Frank get to live another day. And the whole time the police was watching? Oh, girl. Girl. We've reached the end of the movie. They finna people from the back of the truck so they can find them fresh air in a bath, honey. I've been on a long ride. Children and all. Ain't that something? Well, again, it ain't no bad movie. If I had to rate it based on watching it now, fast forward over 20 years later, yeah, 20 years later, I would give it a solid 7.5. And I would give it a 7 out of 10. I'm in attention how the plot messy. It is all action. I don't mind, but it does kind of take away from you just really under the movie. You even get lost relation at some point because you just so involved with what he's gonna like what is he gonna pull off. So for that, it's a little bit average. I have to agree. 7 out of 10 though ain't bad. In 2023 and coming out so long ago. I don't know anybody who hasn't seen this movie, but again, if you have not, you can watch it through Paramount. These reactions have been short week. Again, we will be picking an ending this month. What considered the best. So stay tuned for that. Next month, kick it off. Movies host Behind the Last of Us is gonna wear off. We'll get some new premieres on these streaming apps so we can have something new to watch. Other than that, we're gonna be watching probably which they deserve a watch down. And we together. So make sure you don't miss what's coming. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe one this week, but just checking notifications. Thank you so much. I'm out of here. Transporter, Jason Statham, Paramount TV. If you have this on Wick.